Hello, everybody. Welcome to Rising Hawk Tarot. This video is for the Sun Bear Zodiac sign of the Cougar for the month of August 2024. If you are not sure what your Sun Bear Zodiac sign is, you can check out the intro to the Sun Bear Zodiac from July 8th. And you'll find your sign there. So I'm doing a medicine wheel spread, and I am using the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck for the initial spread. And then I will be using the 1909 Tarot to clarify. And at the end of the reading, I will be using the Sacred Forest Oracle cards to pull three main themes for the month. So let's go ahead and get started for the Cougars. So we start in the center. We always start in the center of the medicine wheel. This is where our center power animal sits. In the earth count, it is humans, pure intellect and measure, the collective consciousness of all humans, death and rebirth. And for the great teachers, it is feelings, confrontation, defeat, and patience. So we start here with this oyster energy. So this oyster energy, um, so it's about hidden treasures. The oyster is the secret keeper. So that is coming up in the center of your medicine wheel. So um, let's clarify that oyster energy. Okay, so with the oyster energy, we have the Queen of Cups. So this is a card of valuing your feelings and emotions. Well, not just yours, just valuing feelings and emotions in general. So I almost kind of feel mm, um, that what the center there is saying is it's kind of asking you to open up, and let out the secrets that you have inside of you this month. Um, and especially open up and let out your feelings and emotions this month. Yeah, it's really asking you to open up and share your emotions. I think that's going to be big for you this month, being that it's right in the center there. Um, so next we go to the east of the medicine wheel. This is where our warrior animal sits. For the earth count, it is where the sun and the stars sit. And for the great teachers, it is rage and raw power. So we start here with this hummingbird energy. Mm, so the message that's coming up here, I'm actually, so fire also sits in the east of the wheel. And I know that this hummingbird is actually part of the air element in this um, deck, but I'm almost feeling like a rejuvenation of this fire, like a relighting of the fire within you. Um, and really nourish it and feed that fire is what's coming through so far. But let's clarify that hummingbird energy. Okay, so with the hummingbird, we have the hangman. Hmm, interesting. Okay, so the hangman is a card of reflection, a change of perspective, um, and gaining enlightenment. And Hmm. I find it why I say interesting is because that the with the hangman, part of what it is about, part of the gaining of enlightenment, is that he is sacrificing the use of his arms and legs, and he has hung himself. He has put himself there, and he has hung himself off the tree of wisdom, the tree of knowledge. And he has done that so that he can gain enlightenment. Um, and I say interesting because the hummingbird is one of the only birds that, and possibly the only bird that can hover, right? That can actually, stay in one piece, and they can actually fly backwards too. But it's the hover, um, that I'm looking at right now. And so I'm really getting the need for you to kind of, like I said, find that enlightenment by just hovering for a moment. It's not asking you to go forward or go backwards. It's asking you to kind of just hover where you are for um, a moment. And hopefully the rest of this reading will clarify that a little bit more. But that's what I'm getting is that need to hover and gain that enlightenment and that perspective where you are right now. Um, okay, so let's move over to the west of the wheel. So in the west of the wheel, this is where Earth and the planets sit. It is also, for the great teachers, it is where care and spirit sit. And it is also where our healer animal sits. So here we have raccoon energy. And so the raccoon energy, um, again, it is a card of hiding, and it's like you need to take off a mask. Like the raccoons have masks, kind of, they look like they're wearing masks, and it's saying that it's time to take off the mask. It's time to stop hiding, and I think that comes back to this here with your emotions and stuff. It's it's time. I'm actually feeling like it's time to heal something for some of you anyway around your self-image. But let's clarify that a little bit further. So with the raccoon energy, we have the Two of Pentacles. So this is a card of balance. So so yes, it look at the masks that we all wear different masks, different at different times that we put on. Um, and it's saying to take off the mask and look at um your it's really the emotions that are coming through for me there, back to that Queen of Cups. Take the mask off and really connect with your true emotions. Um, and find the balance. You may find um, you may find that some of your emotions have been in competition with each other, and spirit is asking you to find that balance. Remove the masks and really look at yourself. And I'm not talking physically, I'm talking who you are inside. Um, Yes, and it's really saying make yourself a priority this month. Um, okay, next we will move down to the south of the wheel. And this is in the south of the wheel, this is where our emotions sit. It is where our birth animal sits. So for you cougars, this is where your cougar would sit in the medicine wheel. For the earth count, it represents the plants and the spirit of all plants. Um, and for the great teachers, it represents pain and death. So, and again, death doesn't have to necessarily mean dying, it can just mean the end of something. So here we have the black egg energy. And the black egg represents our fifth chakra, so our throat chakra. Um, it's all about communication. Uh, and again, I think it goes back to that raccoon energy and that two of pentacles. It's asking you, what do you know to be true about yourself? Is what's coming through there. But let's clarify that further. Okay, so with the um, black egg, we have the Eight of Wands. So again, I think you could be questioning the truth of who you are. Um, and I almost feel like you could be struggling with the concept of truth itself. Um, and I'm really getting the message with this Eight of Wands to like I don't know. The Eight of Wands is a card of potential. There's a lot of potential um in finding the truth within yourself, within the world around you. Um and like I said, I'm actually kind of, death doesn't have to mean dying. It can mean the end of something. And I'm kind of feeling like the end of um hiding yourself, the end of not knowing the truth. Again, I do feel like you could find some enlightenment around um, the truth at this time. And this Eight of Wands is saying that there's a lot of potential and the universe is on your side right now. Okay, so next we will go up to the north of the wheel. This is the area of our mind. It is where our recapitulation animal sits. In the earth count, it is the animals and the spirit of all animals. And for the great teacher, this is where the physical and fear sit. So we start here with this eagle energy. So again, the eagle is a truth seeker. Um, and here it's asking you to step into the unknown. Maybe change some of like I said, the beliefs or the thoughts that you have about who you are, who you think you are. And again, like really seek the truth of it. Um, like who are you inside? Not, you know, I don't know. There's a difference between I am and I am if that makes sense to you. So it's asking you to make I am statements. Like I am strong. I am creative. I am, it's asking you to identify with something other than, even though this is the physical, but other than the physical, other than the identifying as, say, I am a mom, or I am a wife, or um, some people identify with their careers. I'm an electrician, I'm a tarot reader. This is asking you to look beyond that, to seek beyond that. Those are things that you do, but who are you? Is the question. I am, like I said, strong. I am happy. I am creative. Um, there's all kinds of I am statements out there, but let's clarify. So here, yes, we have the Two of Swords with that Eagle card. And again, the Two of Swords is a card of making peace with the in between, right? Um, so, it's a card of changing your black and white thinking, and uh, to think of something outside the box, a third place uh, solution. So again, this is really about seeking and finding that different perspective. Okay, now we go down to the southeast of the wheel. This is where our shadow animal sits. Uh, in the earth count, it is, sorry, it is, mm, you think I'd have this totally, totally memorized by now, and it's there. Um, so it's the great teachers and spirits. That's the one. So spirits and the great teachers in the earth count. And for the great teachers, it is a sex and loneliness that sit in the southeast. So here we have whale energy. And this whale and energy asks us to delve deep, to go deeper, to peel back the layers, to find that um, emotional peace and stability and strength. So I like that. Let's clarify um, that whale energy. Okay, so that's the one that wants to come out. So with the whale energy, we have the magician. And so again, the magician also focuses on our thoughts. The magician says that our thoughts are magic. Um, so I think with this whale energy um, t in the southeast here, this is asking us to look at our thoughts on a deeper level, to dive deeper into our thoughts, and where our thoughts are focused, first of all. Um, and deeper into our thoughts too, as to like what emotions are behind those thoughts, um, and where do they come from. This actually could involve a little bit of shadow work as well. Okay, next we move over into the southwest of the wheel. This is where our dreamer animal sits. This is the sacred dreams of life and the kachinas in the earth count. And for the great teachers, this is where honesty and need sit. So here we have tiger energy. So the tiger energy, first of all, is a very feminine energy, and it's also an energy of um, night is what's coming through. So tigers tend to hunt at night. So you could be feeling a connection to the moon, even though this isn't in the area of the moon movement and energy. I feel like you could be feeling a connection to the moon right now, and specifically the femininity of the moon. The moon is definitely connected with feminine energy. Um, but I feel like an awakening of something, a strong awakening. Like I feel like um Again, I do think this is coming from the dreamer animal here, that there could be some sort of um, powerful awakening of your dreams. Um, and now these could be nighttime dreams, like like our actual dreams, but this could also be our dreams for the future. It's like you could all of a sudden be feeling a new passion towards your dreams. And that could happen by delving deeper into your thoughts and your emotions. Now let's clarify this tiger energy. So with the tiger, we have the King of Wands. Uh, and again, so this is about trusting your power, trusting your own strength and passion. Again, a lot of passion, a lot of passion. Um, and I feel like once this awakening happens, um, it's almost like you're going to know exactly what you need to do at that point. Yeah. Okay, we're going to move on up to the northwest of the wheel. So this is where our death animal sits in the earth count. It is the cycles of natural law and the Shinamiya. And in the great teachers, this is where testing and seeking sit. So here we have the panther. So first of all, I find this very interesting because the panther is actually my death animal. So I do find it interesting when my power animals show up in a reading. Hmm. But the panther is really a card of um, purging. It's a card of getting rid of things that are unnecessary in our lives. Um, and again, I think really what's coming up for me now is a fear. Right? This is what you need to purge is this fear of speaking your emotions, about speaking your dreams out loud to the world and how you feel. Um, it's asking you to let that go and allow um, like new um, treasures to come into your life. Let's clarify this panther. So with the panther, we have the moon. So the moon is a card of unconscious emotions. So I do feel like, yes, there could be some emotions that need to come up to the surface. Um, you're not even aware how these emotions are affecting you right now, but they are, and so these uncomfortable emotions need to and could be coming up um, in the near future in during this month of August. Um, and with this panther energy, especially in the area of our death animal, and being that it's my death animal, whatever these uncomfortable emotions are that come up, this panther is saying, let them go, and allow that to end, so that you can have a new beginning, so that the sun can come up after this moon. Okay, next we go to the northeast of the wheel. This is where our past life animal sits. In the earth count, it is moon movement and energy and pure science. And for the great teachers, this is where love and victory sit. So we start with this owl energy, which the first thing I will say with this owl energy is that it tells me that you do have a lot of wisdom. You may not know that you do, or you may not acknowledge that you do, but it is definitely there. Um, hmm. And it's saying that this wisdom is on um, your side, and like I said, it's like you will know. Um, you will know. You have the wisdom. You will know what to do when it's time to do it. And I hope that makes sense for you. But let's clarify this owl as well. So with the owl, we have the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords is my card of forgiveness. So there could need to be forgiveness in some area, whether it's forgiveness of another person or more importantly, a forgiveness to yourself. Um, but I'm actually for some of you, I'm actually kind of getting the feeling that you could already have done this. You could have already started the process of healing this heart. You could be starting to pull those swords out and heal those wounds. And the healing process is where you're finding this wisdom from this owl energy. And this is going to do amazing things for you. And bring in a ton of abundance. Now, again, abundance doesn't necessarily have to mean money. Abundance is just means a lot of something. Okay, so the next we are going to pull the three main themes for the month for the Cougars from the Sacred Forest Oracle. Okay. So our three main themes for the Cougars is love, truth, and flexibility. And again, this makes sense with the reading, that we are having. I do think again that you are looking and seeking the truth. Um, and I feel like it's going to open up a lot of love for you. And Spirit is just asking you to again be flexible with yourself and with others at this time. Don't allow yourself to get caught up in rigid thinking, I would say. Okay, so that was the reading for August for the Sun Bear Zodiac sign, the Cougar. Please like, follow, and share all of that fun stuff. Leave a comment below and let me know how you enjoyed the reading. I thank you all for watching. I love and appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you later. Bye for now.